Coach, you're getting ready to head into one of the biggest weekends of the season, going to Marshall and ECU for Conference USA matchups. What do you have to look forward to in those games?
Well, we're going to definitely face two tough opponents. Marshall's having a really nice year. Kevin's done a great job with that team. Brand new facility. It'll be our first time on turf. Cooler temperatures than what we've been enjoying here in South Florida. So we know that going in on Friday, we have tried over the last 2 weeks to really focus on just getting better in all three phases of our system, and we feel like we've done that. Although we probably haven't got a result, meaning 3 points from any of those games. So we're halfway through the conference season, and we start the back half just like we did the front half, which is two tough away games. Now, when we did the San Antonio-Tulsa swing, we actually managed to get points in 2 draws. But if we're going to do anything, like you said, it's a big weekend, and we've got to get 3 points. We somehow have to manage something on Friday night. But we know we're going to, be faced with a very talented team that, coming off a big win against East Carolina, and they'll be wanting more, I'm sure.
And you're right there in the thick of things in the Conference USA standings, towards the bottom right now, but you could always, like you said, with 3 points, move up quite a bit and get into that 5th spot where you can qualify for the tournament.
Yeah, our side of the conference and our division is, very tight. A win or two, a win and or two separate you from, being at the top or being at the bottom. And if you're going to climb up, this is probably the weekend to do it, to make those games the following weekend, that much more important and that much more giving you the opportunity to get to Houston to play in the conference tournament. So, we've been very upfront with the players. We think it's important that they know where we're at and what needs to be done, versus not sharing that information at all. And we want to share that with them, not so that they have anxiety or get worked up over it, just that, hey, this is where we're at, and this is what needs to happen, and try and get a little bit more business-like approach. They've really done a nice job of improving, which I think is important. We've had to keep adjusting our lineup with injuries, but you wouldn't know that from our results. And I think that's the one thing that the players have taken great pride in, is that no matter what adjustments we've made, it's just been a new opportunity for someone to step into the lineup, or a new opportunity for someone to get more minutes, or Amanda Adato, went from playing in the front line to playing in the back line, and we didn't miss a beat, which was great. But I think through the first 5 games of the conference, every game has been extremely close. 4 of the 5 have gone to overtime. 3 of those 4 have been 0-0 ties. The one that didn't go to overtime, our goalkeeper didn't have to make a save, and we lost 1-0. So, we're right there, and it's just a little bit of the rub. If it can go our way anytime soon, would be great.
Have you had to change your style of play at all once you got into conference?
No, I think we didn't know what to expect from conference play, not having seen them on video from last year. We've been able to see them on video since the season has started, but not really. We kind of figured things would be fairly close. We didn't think we'd have 4 overtime games, and we didn't think we would have 3 ties, but that's kind of been our MO right now, is that 18-18 we're probably good to solid, and we haven't shown that bit of magic inside the 18 or around the face of goal, and for whatever reason in 2 of the games our opposition has. But conference is pretty much what I thought it would be. Marshall will play a different system than East Carolina, so the weekend will provide different challenges for us, not only being on the road, but systematically what we do against what they do. But those programs have found ways to win, and that's something that we're still trying to search for as we enter the last part of this regular season.
You've been in several conferences over your career. How does Conference USA stack up as far as competition goes?
Well, from a competition standpoint, it's just like any of the conferences, to be honest with you. It's, for the most part, really tight, close games. Games are, Usually the first to score is got an immediate advantage. Playing at home, we haven't proven this yet, but playing at home, should really matter, and we're trying to make it matter. But we haven't enjoyed success at home yet. Talent-wise, everybody's got a couple key players. It'd be disrespectful if I didn't say that the Pac-12 and the ACC and the SEC didn't have more athletes and a couple more personality players. But I do think a lot of us have just joined the conference, and I think that's going to come as our programs and the conference become that much more marketable.